basically the best in the European region, and was the one who represented Europe against the North Americans. Since then, he's taken a little bit of a hiatus, has not been having the same success that he did in the past, but awesome to see him here in the top 8 of things alongside QS, another player from a long time ago, and they're going to be going up against M for Mini and Zero.
Yeah, excited to see Addy's Val going into this. It's been ever since Gauntlet's got a little bit of a buff. Feels like a lot of players that primaried Gauntlets in the past are returning to form, and now QS on that Tori with them are going to be fighting up against M for Mini and Zero. Here's game number 1 on Mammoth Fortress.
Yeah, Addymestic, of course, Dragon Slayer Val, that's like the good old Addymestic classic to the point where it's tattooed on his mom, so he's morally obligated to play this character whenever possible. Yeah,
I don't think any other skins are going to be seen on Addymestic's Val here. Oh, falling with that side air. Now on the right side of the stage. QS doing a little bit of friendly fire. It's an okay start for blue team so far. I see a lot of friendly fire going all around here.
Nothing too drastic, though. Nobody murdering their teammate just yet. Nice scoop up, and QS is going to get a good punish.
Wait,
QS.
Can you save him? Uh-oh.
Denies the save opportunity, and that's going to be Zero, first one to fall.
Yeah, that was difficult for Zero because he had to avoid several weapon throws, one being his own teammates just trying to get back to the stage, the dip down too low, and Addy getting a lot of damage on the Zero's second stock. QS barely scathed, and now getting down airs on M for Mini, anything that he can with the spear. Addy and QS playing to control one entire side of the stage, sends M for Mini flying. Oh, and he gets the edge guard. Nice side air. Weapon throw forced him to jump up high, so the side air was able to follow up pretty easily.
Really well done from Addymestic to get that knockout. Neutral signature is going to launch Zero again. Red team could easily finish the stock off and then be in just perfect position to close this one out, but QS going to go for the deep edge guard, and M for Mini with the punish. Gets above, throws out the ground pound, gets that first stock off of the red team.
Zero really damaged. Addy doing phenomenal in game 1. He's getting a lot of unarmed siders here and there. Neutral light almost pummels Zero to his demise, and there goes Addy falling right afterwards. Good follow-up from M for Mini, punishing Addy for hitting his teammate. Zero still holding on to the second stock, albeit barely. And it's gone. Oh, team combo time? Oh, Addy got
a little too close.
Wasn't expecting the sideline, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think in that situation, usually the spear play is supposed to go for like a neutral light, and then the other one does like downlight something to pick him up for the spear downlight.
Yeah, it was just too bad because QS started the combo with the neutral light. So if he hit it again, he definitely would have DI'd to safety. But M for Mini goes down. Wow, 4 stocks too. Really,
that was a nice
really one-sided match so far.
Yeah, Zero actually recovered his teammate, and Addymestic on reaction threw out the side air to finish off that stock of M for Mini. This is looking real good for the red team.
Let's see. Addy's trying to get some follow-ups off of sidelight. M for Mini just playing on the right side of the stage. Zero taking the 1v1 against QS. QS had to avoid that weapon throw from the other side of the stage. Nice downlight side air. Zero doesn't get the punish with the nair. And M for Mini is fighting unarmed, much to his disadvantage. The trades are going a little bit more evenly now, but the stocks aren't even. So really, it's just all in all so good for the red team. Nice recovery. Another gauntlet recovery will probably finish M for Mini. Zero on the bottom of the stage. Addy just trying to get the downlight ground pound, and Zero does punish.
Addy was looking for that recovery, just kind of misplaced it, and unfortunately does lose that second stock. QS gonna lose a stock. There's just that slight potential for this blue team. Of course, they cannot afford to take any major hits right now. That dare almost finishing off Zero.
Side stick hits. That's going to be it. Zero hits the neutral sig. Double knockout for QS. Really, really great game 1.
Yeah, a 1 damage difference between QS and Addymestic. They just had control the whole time. There wasn't like this big burst or anything like that. Yeah, that 1 weapon throw was all he needed. It wasn't like a big burst or anything. It was just like complete control.
I don't remember. Is weapon throw 1 or 2?
Depends on the weapon and speed.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Really? I wasn't actually aware that that's how that works.
I think it's like a range from like 1 to, I want to say like 7 or something like that. There's a lot of variables to it, but
okay. I don't really lab weapon throws because I'm so terrible at them. So
I just know I've been like wrong a bunch of times, so I've had to like look it up and then forget and then look it up again.
I'm going to assume it was some amount of weapon throws that caused that 1 damage difference. Going into game 2, same map. Is it same Legends? I think 0. No, 0 is now.
No, 0 swapped. Yeah. 0 was on the Bodvar earlier, but switched over to the Bryn. Of course, Axe very popular in the 2s meta, especially in the European region, so not too wild of a pick coming out from 0. Nice interrupt from QS.
Ooh, and a much closer game so far, although QS has been doing great on avoiding taking too much damage in both games. Cider hits, but he's still in orange. 0 accidentally hits the recovery onto M for Mini. Addy's avoiding a Nair, tries to get Cider. Oh, the team combo! The Nair hits Addy at the very end, and the neutral stick finishes the stock. QS trying to get a return KO onto M for Mini, but the sidelight recovery doesn't take him down, just barely survives. Kicks him away. Avoids the weapon throw. Neutral light. Oh, they're both the left side of the stage, but M for Mini just wants to get back as soon as possible.
Addy's trying to finish these stocks of the red team. Oh, doesn't get the chase dodge. Instead, recovered in place.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Well, maybe not nice. He was saving some of his teammate. Ooh, 0 gets the recovery. Man, M for Mini and 0 just are unkillable this game. What? Do you have recovery in the air? Is Addy going to go down to 1 stock?
It could happen. Nice recovery. Finally finishes off the first stock of 0, but Addymestic is fairly damaged here. Nice pogo from QS.
That'll be the pogo action on a knockback to KO. That was crazy. All right. Close game, actually, all things considered. Addy is deep red, but QS isn't nearly as damaged, and all the stocks are even. It's going to be up to seeing how well they're able to get more damage on the 0. Oh, man, Addy continues to take more and more damage.
Yeah, he's in that position right now where he's like afraid to move forward, right? Every time he moves forward, he gets slapped by something. And so he's in that rough spot of like, I don't want to lose this stock too early. Does find a nice pickup on that Cider on a 0. If you can get this stock, if you can get this damage on the 0, wouldn't be too sad of a loss to lose this second stock.
Ooh. Up for the neutral sig. Neutral light hits QS to the right, tosses the weapon through. Oh, it's really close now. Somehow, Addy has held on to this entire time. And that's why when I looked at the game state a minute ago, and I was like, this is actually pretty close. Addymestic hasn't been losing his stock unless he's like in deep, deep red. And now, somehow, they take the lead. M for Mini goes to the down stick. That's more than enough to take Addymestic stock out. But he did what he needed to do to bring the match back almost into their favor. It's going to be up to whoever loses this first, QS or M for Mini.
Yeah, but Addy's got to be careful. He's been taking a little bit of damage already on this final stock. Nice scoop up. They're just hunting down 0. You see the pickup from QS to follow up after Addymestic's Nair.
Oh, and they're continuing to go.
Red team
0 had to go. He went for a weapon throw pickup down air. Got a good amount of damage on the QS and Addy, but M for Mini goes down. QS really damaged. 0 getting the damage in onto Addymestic as well. Really close game. QS is trying to finish 0 off with everything that he's got. Cider hits. He uses his recovery early. He has only weakened 1 ground pound. M for Mini, but QS goes down. Addy gets downlighted to neutral sig. That means another neutral sig might do it. I mean, actually, I think Addy's tanky enough.
Yeah, I think he's got enough health. Well, which is why M for Mini went for the side light in there.
Yeah. Oh no, QS!
Oh no, oh no. All right, longest distance possible. He's gonna hold on to the stock. Who's gonna fall first, Addymestic or 0? That's the critical component.
Ooh, QS just playing on the front lines, trying to get as much damage as possible. They both have the same strategy. Put the damaged player in the back. Oh no, Addy! Okay, that's actually great. Addy got the recovery and didn't get the strong hit of the knockback from it, but he got all the damage. So M for Mini does take Addy down, but takes a considerable amount of damage. Now QS is in a very doable 1v1 or 1v2.
Oh no.
Down sig though.
Risky down sig.
Downer hits.
Nice down air. 0 doesn't have the jumps. It's all left to QS and M for Mini, the 1v1. He's got no weapon though. M for Mini gets back on the stage safely. Yo, don't do a wild sig.
He's gonna do a side sig. I feel it, and he's gonna die for it.
Don't do it.
Okay, weapon throws are coming up. M for Mini is covering him. He's waiting for wall slip countdown. There it is. Makes it back to the stage. 1 weapon throw. That's it. This match matters a lot. I feel like both players are like, all right, whoever wins this match probably is gonna take the set. Oh, okay, down sig misses. That's the best place to be against an Ulgrim, just right above his head. He doesn't really have the best moves for covering that.
Yeah,
a lot of players are going to go for a down sig. Oh. Throw comes down. He misses the Cider. There's the down sig again.
Oh, no,
but QS is hovering right above him, and that's so smart. And for Mini, he's just trying to take that stock. I feel like a lot will finish M for Mini here. This is so close.
Everybody's very damaged.
They're both fighting off stage. Okay. Oh, he misses the grab cancel down. Like no dodge for a while. M for Mini tries to get the punish in, but QS just runs away till the dodge is back up, and he yanks up. Ah, he gets there.
M for Mini finds the side air to take game number 2 in a nail biter. And unfortunately for both teams, they still have a minimum of 2 more games. So they got to take a breather after that one. But 774 damage taken from Addymestic. Got to give him credit, man. Extending those stocks. That second one was so critical too. Like he was very damaged on that second stock. And he's like, I'm going to extend this as long as possible. Give me that measuring tape.
Yeah, Addymestic certainly enabled QS to be in the position that he was in to win that game. But M for Mini, I mean, when it gets to deep red last stock in a 2v2 like that, between that's just been brought to a 1v1, it's pretty close to being like a whoever gets the right read first, and that's what happened. M for Mini got that dash jump side air. QS didn't dodge it, went down. Now we're going into game number 3, and that last game really felt like whoever won that was going to be taking the momentum into the set. So I feel like we're in favor of M for Mini and Zero, but honestly, this feels like it's going to be a long-fought game 5. Both of these teams are pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, this is very back and forth between the two teams. Addymestic, though, with some fantastic gauntlet plays onto M for Mini. Zero actually added extra damage onto M for Mini. Over on the right side, Addy's in position, but a fantastic rotation from Zero is going to relieve some of that pressure.
Ooh, Addy getting caught by QS's recovery, but so far, really great lead for the red team that could be taken away in an instant, though, if the stock is lost. Sider into recovery. Oh, man, lots of damage on the Addy. Zero sent flying. Weapon throw doesn't come through. QS goes with the grab pad all the way down, and M for Mini doesn't get the punish. Zero!
Oh, he didn't touch!
He just falls.
Mind Gimp. The pressure from QS scaring Zero from touching the wall, but nice side airs from M for Mini will keep this stock count even.
Yeah, I suppose it was a Mind Gimp. I think it was like a mix of also like M for Mini doing his lance recovery there, and Zero going, I don't want to get hit by that. Oh no, Zero, okay, he does touch.
He's
makes it back. QS only now being brought into orange? How is he so good at not taking damage? Every game, he's been the last one to lose his stock first. Or, that makes no sense. Lose his first stock. Yeah,
this is first stock last. But he is in a potential position. Oh my goodness, the juggles onto Addymestic, though. Got to be careful about that. He is on the second stock alongside both the blue team members.
Yeah, he's actually the most damaged player on the screen when it comes to stocks and damage total. Addy sent flying to the right. M for Mini denying Addy of all weapons. QS stuck in a 1v2.
Neutral sig again, and Addymestic gonna fall down to the final stock, but a great pickup from Zero. Will, wait. Did Zero not die?
No.
Wait, no, Zero killed QS. I just completely blanked.
Yeah, it was a really great conversion for the blue team, because now they're in the lead when it comes to stocks. Addy is taking a ton of damage, and this time he's not doing the stock tank performance that we saw in the previous 2 games, which could be really bad for QS, because QS isn't being able to get enough damage in. He's not doing as much damage as he needs to keep up with how the rate of which Addymestic is losing these stocks. But Zero goes down, and for Mini falls afterwards, and now it's a slight lead for the red team. QS has shown he has the chops to deal with the 1v2, even though he did end up losing it against M for Mini. That still was a 1v2 originally, so he took down 1 player before fighting against him. Doesn't want to be in that position, though, even if he has 2 stocks. See how much damage Addy can get on. Nice job not panic jumping to that, but he runs to the neutral sig. Wow, that sucks.
That's tragic.
So, like, Ogrim, a lot of signatures are like this in Brawlhalla, where you have like the startup animation, and unless it connects, it doesn't finish the move. But because M for Mini connected the move with QS, the follow-up swing hit Addymestic as he was trying to get above him, and that's how he lost that stock. Like, really unfortunate for the red team, but amazing for the blue team.
Yeah, blue team in great position now. They have plenty of health to work with. QS gonna have to play a very difficult 1v2. Doesn't even have like the easy target of like Zeng if Zero was deep red or anything like that.
Yeah, and trying to focus down an Olgrim, no matter how much damage they've taken, is not the best strategy. Overall, M for Mini and Zero in a really great spot, especially after that sidelight nair hits. It puts QS into a position where really any punish that they get is going to put them into a range where they'll be able to finish them off the axe side air, a signature hit. QS is getting damage in, but there goes his weapon, and the side air hits, and QS and flying. Only Mammoth Fortress, where he survived from a lance Sair at that point of the stage, but the unarmed Sair does it. And now it's a 2-1 lead for Mini and Zero. And this is the feeling I was getting. I feel like that last match was so tense because it was, in my opinion, deciding what the outcome of the set was going to be. Let's see if QS and Addymestic can change it, because right now they are on the back foot, and M for Mini and Zero are doing really, really well.
Addymestic gonna switch on over to the Thor, gonna bring out the hammer. Another weapon that does very well in the 2v2 scape, and they're going to be going back to Mammoth Fortress for game number 4. But like you said, game 2 was like the momentum builder. What were you gonna say?
Thor being picked from Addy, and Thor has fallen out of favor since the most recent patch because 2 of his most important recovery tools have been significantly nerfed, both the Orb Ground Pound and the Orb Neutral Sig. For Thor in particular, you're not as safe just using a neutral sig, then ground pounding 3 times, and neutral sigging over and over again. It's just not effective anymore. Yeah. So a lot of players were like, there are better hammer characters to play, but let's see what Addymestic can do with the Thor. The Val was slowly like degrading in value as it went on.
It is interesting though, because Addymestic had some really solid gauntlet play. If he wanted the hammer, he had the option of going to like core for the gauntlet hammer combo. But I guess there's something specific about Thor that he was looking for. Right now, it's the side sig from M for Mini that Addymestic's going to be looking at as he gets launched off the stage.
Weapon throw since QS flying. M for Mini and Zero both going for the edge guard, but they make it back. No one had a weapon the entire like 20 seconds. That was really weird. Now they're slowly starting to pick up together. The neutral sig hits both.
Caught them both dashing back. Addymestic with the side air. Maybe it's purely the stat line, as this Thor having that higher defense. He went into the defense stance, so going up into 8 defense is extending these stocks. Look at that weapon toss to finish it.
Yeah, had to go for the weapon toss because he can finish any other way. Keeping the weapons off of Addy as he comes back to the stage, or picked up nice downer and side air. Doesn't get the drop down neutral air into M for Mini and Zero, getting a ton of damage on Addy's fresh stock. Side light nair coming through. Hovering above Addy's head. Trying to get some down airs. Oh, and for me trying to catch the orb neutral sig with the recovery. It's an interesting read. It didn't work out. Oh, neutral light on neutral light. Addy taking so much damage. It's the same story as the last 2 games. QS is having the stock tanking him, and Addy is just dying too fast.
But you see him trying to play a little bit more safely, right? He's trying to back away from this blue team. Zero was chasing him down. Currently disarmed right now, and there's no weapon spawn for him to pick up. He's in an awkward spot. There's the weapon spawn. Finally picks up the hammer, but immediately takes damage from M for Mini.
Ooh, fall with the side air, didn't drift far enough to the left. Gets neutralized away. M for Mini really just playing the punish game on anybody that's hitting Zero. Neutral sig hits with QS, and now they're just a good sig or 2 away from taking both Addy and QS down to the last stocks. Recovery interrupts the ground pound. Well timed for M for Mini. Trying to fight back with a downlight, maybe a downlight neutral sig. Downlight recovery is enough.
Risky D-sig from Addymestic gets hard punished by M for Mini.
Ooh, M for Mini is putting out the down sigs now. He's feeling pretty confident. Sider since QS flying is now tournament stock for Addymestic and QS. If they lose this, they are out at 7. M for Mini's flying, but not enough force with that Sair just yet. QS falling down, gets the side sig onto Zero, makes it a little bit closer. Addy gets the sider on M for Mini, and now we got a dead even game.
This is anyone's game. There's a slight advantage to the blue team, but red team's got that weapon advantage, so they could easily get this damage. M for Mini with some fantastic unarm, just keeping these hits flying on Addymestic.
Nice nair from Addy. Double nair. Focusing onto Zero. Side light. Is he going to go down for the recovery? No. Gets back to the stage. Doesn't want to play it too risky. And for Mini, gets 1 down into QS, and that's it. Zero's just been playing on the side of the stage. Accidentally gets some friendly fire on M for Mini. Blue team seems to be on the ropes here. Looks like they're playing a little nervously. And for Mini gets 2 nairs into QS. Addy is doing a lot better, but M for Mini gets through with the side airs.
He missed the side air.
Oh, it's so close. Zero's taking so much damage, and so is QS. Zero makes it back. Stop
Cider.
Cider gets through the neutral light. Addy hit by the weapon throw. This hammer's got to be close to being hit out of his hands. He's been holding on to this forever. And from many picks up the axe, Cider's QS. Zero gets
chase
through
dodge.
the nair from Addy. Recovery takes QS off the top. It's a 1v2.
Nice.
Addy gets one Sarah. Can he get the other one? Zero is so damaged. Stop!
Stop.
Recovery!
Shit, why?
You would do that? You would go for that? I mean, it would
Okay,
be
okay.
awesome.
He wasn't really in position for the side air, so maybe that was the plan. But oh my goodness, what a
no.
risky play, and it might
He has to
not
grab and catch a
pay
neutral
off.
sig. Is he done?
He's good.
He gets up with the recovery.
He gets on.
Cider
no.
hits. Oh, the Thor stat line
Watch
is
out for the
actually paying
spear.
off. Oh, he picked it back up. Oh, okay. Down tick is gone for now.
Yeah, safe
that
to
was-
get on the stage. Oh,
Oh,
that will do it. Zero is
can't.
gonna close it out for the team. Zero and M for Mini win it in game number 4.
that hurts my heart a little bit. Addy had the game, and he just barely didn't get the down air to finish it. Oh no, he had to stop and oh. Well played for Zero and for Mini. Zero really making that work. He was so incredibly damaged. Still pulled the game out 3-1. Addymestic and QS are out, and what a close set that was. I mean, that was on the verge of going to a game 5.
Yeah, man, that was a tough fought, but a victory nonetheless for M for Mini and Zero. And they